So today we'll be starting with the basics of Figma, that is the use of Figma. We'll be talking about the use of Figma too. So generally, Figma is a web designing tool. It's a tool for designing websites. Every website has to be designed before they are developed. Yeah, including the prototyping, and we'll get to that later. On the other hand, you can manipulate those Figma tools for designing stunning designs if you have a good tutor like me. So we can manipulate those tools and designing. So the first thing you want to do is to open your Figma software. I prefer using the web browser because I use other tools on Edge, so I have to be moving up and down. So the first thing you want to do is to open your Figma software, or if you are using the website, you just go to figma.com. Then once you are there, you see this page. I have some of my designs here. You see this page, then you click on new design file. After clicking on new design file, you should see a page like this. So yeah, if you look at this section here, this side, you will see title. That's the title of your file, the file, and the assets. We are not going into that yet. Then you see page and layers. Now, what's the difference between this? A page is like a section for a particular design. If you add another page, you have another section. But we are using just one page for now. Then for layers contains all the tools you are using in that design. As we are designing, you will be seeing as those layers are popping out, as those layers are adding up in this section. Now, if you move to this side of your Figma software, you see this icon, move icon. Under the move icon, we have hand tool, scale tool. The hand tool is used for moving various stuff. Let me just add a frame here. Yeah. So the hand tool is used for, easy movements of what you're doing. But you don't have to click on that. Just click on, if you are using your mouse, you press the scroll bar on your mouse to easily navigate through your design. Then from there, you see frame. Now, what is a frame? This is a frame here. If I click on shape, you guys can be like, what's the difference between, let me change the color. What's the difference between a frame and a shape? Now, they both look like the same tool, right? Now, in English, a frame is like, when you have your picture, you put your picture inside your frame, and any other thing you want to add inside your picture, you put it inside a frame. A frame can contain various pictures, but the picture can't go outside that frame. Now, let's assume this shape is our picture, and let me change the color to red. Now, if I take this frame, I put it under the side, it's just behind the shape. But if I take the picture, that is our shape, and place it here, it goes inside our frame. Now, this frame is where all your designs are being stored. That is, whatever design that comes out from Figma was made inside a frame. Now, whatever you put inside your frame can never step outside except you bring it out intentionally. You understand? Now, that's the difference between a frame and a shape. So now on that frame, we have so many types of frame here. Like I said before, Figma is a web designing tool. So here we have various phone type, let's say the iPhone 16. Now this is the frame, this is the web design, size of an iPhone 16 phone. Then here we have desktop, MacBook Air, and other stuff like that. But most of the time I use social media for Instagram posts, because most clients they want to post their designs on Instagram. So even after using your Instagram post, you can still adjust your frame depending on how large your content is. Now, so these are just various frames here. Let me delete these guys. Now, so after dealing with frame, we can now move to pen. Now, the pen tool is used for drawing. There are some times that a client will bring a very low quality logo. They want you to add their logo to their design, but the design is the quality is like, let's say like 260p, I don't know, very low, but you want to sketch out that logo. That is when you make use of a pen. Using a pen, you have to practice for a while to get, grasp the concept of a pen. Then after doing that, you can like bend it here using this bend tool. You can now bend your stuff, trying to like, adjust to what you want to do. Yeah, that's the essence of a pen. Now, here we have the text. We shouldn't have much problem with the text. You want to add the text to your stuff. You just type in, let me make yourself a good word. So here we have various tools depending on what you selected. If it's the frame you select, you see that the section changes. We have position. We have the position. We have other tools like that. We have the width. We have the height. We have the appearance. We can reduce the appearance to 50%. Yeah. So let's just use 100%. Then here we have the border radius. This one is for the corner radius. Yeah, border radius, corner radius. Can reduce it to let's say like 20. You see this edge. Now that's the radius, corner radius. You can take note of that. You reduce it to let's say 50. You see the difference. Now you can use this for your shapes and all like that. It also applies for shapes. So it applies in shapes too. You have it here. Yeah. So for your text, let's increase this guy. For your text, the typography is for the font. That is the font style. Yeah, various design installed font style by me. Figma has various font styles and can also install from external websites. And here to adjust the thickness, semi-bold, italic, and other type of fonts like that. Here is for the font size, and here let's say assuming you have a text under. Now you can increase this by let's say like 75. Sorry, can increase this by let's use 75. Now you see the adjustments. Then here let's say by 20. It's like the spacing, line spacing for your text. Then here we have the fill. Under the fill, you can change the color of your text to anything, and here to select a particular color for your text. Now under the color, I'm thinking maybe I should just use color for another day. Let's just run through the basics of color. So under color we have gradients. Now let me pick a shape. Let's use the shape for the gradient. So under color we have gradients. Now what's the difference between gradients and solid? A solid color is just one color. We are dealing with just one color here for our solid color. And our gradients, we can add various colors to it. We can add various colors to our gradients. You can let me use blue here. I'm just using random colors. Yes, let's use blue. You can add another layer. Let's use green. Yeah, like a rainbow, something like that. So yeah, we can. Now that's the difference between solid and gradient. We're dealing with how to make use of a gradient color perfectly when your design is later. And here we have images. That is, you can replace your shape to an image. Let's use me. Yeah, so you can change your shape to an image. And here we have video. This one is for pro. I don't have any business with that. So yeah, so that's just all about colors. And yeah, as you can see here, the layers are adding up depending on what you are adding to the layers of to your design. So the layers are adding up here, and later I'll be talking about grouping and framing. And yeah, that will be later video. I don't like big videos. So yeah, that's the basics for now. Then the next video will be working on a design. So as I'm working on that design, I'll be pointing out some other key points for you guys. So yeah, that's just it for now. So I made a 10 minutes video. I you guys won't say it's too big.